From previous session, we learned about arrays and the ways of iterating arrays. As part of this session, we can learn about slices and how to iterate slices and how to declare arrays we can learn as part of it.
Let's talk about Golang slices as part of this session. In Go, a slice is a dynamic sized flexible view of elements of an array. Slices are built on top of array and provide a convenient way to work with a range of elements within an array. A simple syntax of the creating and slice. Where is a keyword, slice is a slice name, and you can open close brackets, you can just mention it's a variable size of the slice basically, and you can mention the what data type of slices you want to create. Alternatively, you can create a slice using the a make function. Looks like this: make semicolon equal to make type of the slice and length of the slice, and you can give the capacity. Length is basically number of elements you can store in the slice, and capacity is like a maximum number of slice element you can store without allocating new memory for the slice. So how to create a slice? As we discussed, where slice and open close bracket, and you can give the data type of the slice. And another way, as we discussed, using make also you can create here, like length is a 3 and capacity is 5. How can you access the slice element? You can access by providing the index of that one, and also you can try to read the sub slice actually by giving the start and end of the slice indexes. How can you modify the elements within the slice? It's same as array. You can give the slice variable of index, and you can just give the value, new value for that particular index. How can we append the elements to the slice? It's very simple. There is a append function, new slice equal to append new slice of new element you can add. This element will be added at the end of the slice. How can we copy slices? For example, a copy slice we can create using make of the same size as whatever slice we have, and you can use the copy function to copy the slice into the whatever the slice we have already. And coming to like how can we iterate over slices? We can iterate using four ways. Using for loop with indexing, it's nothing but for index I equal to 0, I less than slice size, and I plus plus. You can keep adding the values of it. And using for loop with a range, you can use the range keyword to iterate the slice basically. Similarly, actually in the arrays as well. And using range loop without index. Basically, you can ignore the index actually if you don't want to use that in the for loop. And another way is using the loop with index basically. So this is actually in other languages like a while loop. So for initially you can initialize with index 0, I equal to 0, and I you can iterate inside the for loop actually you can increment the I value. So this is the program about that. We'll see little more about slices. One of the key advantage of slices is their dynamic nature. Unlike arrays which have a fixed size, slices can grow or shrink as needed. This makes them a great choice for class cases where the size of the data set is not known in advance or when it is need to be modified frequently. Slices also support a variety of built-in functions and methods such as append, we have seen already, copy also we have seen, length also we have seen, capacity and range, that makes working with them convenient and more efficient. One of the most common use cases of slices is to pass them as argument to the functions. Slices are passed by reference, which means that any changes made to the slice inside the function are reflected outside of the function as well. This can be useful for avoiding unnecessary copying of the data when working with large data sets. That's about the theory part. Let's see the program about slices. As we discussed, slices can be declared using a where keyword, and you can use the make keyword also to initialize the new values for the slice. And also we discussed about accessing elements. You can access using by passing the index of the slice, or you can access the range of slices as well, slice elements as well. And you can modify the slices by making the slice index and give the new value for that. You can use appending elements. You can use like append function to append the values to the at the end of the slice. We'll see that after execution how it works. And you can copy the slices also. As we discuss this, you can create a new slice with the same size of whatever the source of slice you want to copy. And you can iterate this slices using for loop with indexing, and for loop with range, and also you can iterate using without index as well. And also you can use like a while loop in other programming language with an index. Let us run this program and see. So in the first case, when we are trying to print this slice has empty values that you can see here, and we can print a 0th value of the new slice, that is 1, and we can print remaining slice value like from one index to the remaining values, that's what 2 and 3 you can see here. Now I'm modifying this slice 0th index with 4, and also I'm appending the new value to the end, so that you can see that 4 is modified since it was 1 earlier. Now 4 2 3 5, so at the end actually we are appended a new value to the slice. After that we are copying this into new slice and copy slice. If you see that same thing whatever we printed in the source, new slice, in the copy slice also have the same values. Using for loop indexing we can try to iterate that values. This is what you can see still here, and also you can use the range keyword to iterate the slice. This is what we can see here, and now you can use a range loop without index. Basically index we are not using here, and you can see that the values are printed from 4 to 3 5, same values. And also you can use like a while loop in another programming language using for, by indexing that you can see that results here basically.